just feel like it's time for a change. It's time to give people a choice and really connect with people who have problems and issues, and being able to address and concern them. Their concerns on so many different levels is really a top priority of mine.
Yeah. I mean, do you feel like being that you're born and raised here, I think it'll even have a bigger impact because you're from the area, you understand it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree 1,000%. You know a lot of the problems and issues and where they come from. It's easier to address them as opposed to people who don't know the dynamics of all the different communities out here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now,
Honestly,
go ahead.
I think that's what you said is spot on. And that also allows the people to hear you a little bit better. When they actually were raised and they know who you are. So that's great.
I mean, but do you feel like being that you are, you're white? I'm not. I mean, is that rude to say that?
Only on the outside.
I mean, people are people are, if you're offended by it when you say it. So I'm like, am I supposed to say that? Is it?
He's light skinned.
He's light skinned. Okay. Light skinned guy. But do you think that like hinders you in a way? Like you think like because the Yonkers community is black, it's Latino. Do you feel like that would people are gonna look at you like whatever?
Not at all, actually. I have a very dynamic and diverse crowd of people, and I help everyone, and I'm part of so many different organizations that are some of the most diverse organizations in Yonkers and Westchester. I have a lot of friends and family, all different ethnicities, backgrounds, and I know a little bit of Spanish, so it keeps me up to date in a lot of the Latin neighborhoods and communities, and they love it. They love somebody who speaks the language.
Homegrown,
man.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think you get a lot more respect that way because you're from
You have
here.
a love for this YO like somebody else would. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like having somebody from somewhere else come and be like, I want to run things. But the community, you said 2 decades, that's a minimum. That's not no 2 years. That's wild.
It is. Thank you.
So what do you plan on doing for the city of Yonkers? Like, what's your plan?
A lot of the programs that we've established over the years, they're offered via Zoom now, but obviously we want to get schools back open, education, affordable housing, public safety, and new energy are some of my top priorities. Mm-hmm. We need to all take action and take our part in the community, and we see somebody doing something, address it and make sure that they're aware of it. When it comes to different things that we have going on, I am in the school system. Education is a huge priority. I help kids get scholarships to high school and college, and whether it's academic or athletic, that's a huge focus in the future because kids need hope and they need to have somebody who they have faith in, who they can communicate with and believe in. And as a coach, a lot of the youth look up to me and want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and helping them out in any way that I can. We've already started projects rebuilding playgrounds and basketball courts, and I have an anti-bullying campaign that we started a few years ago that's been featured several times on local and international magazines.
Yeah.
And we're only getting started.
That's fine to hear.
I have a question. What is one thing that you could say that someone can do in a community or should do in a community that can actually benefit everybody or everyone?
I would say check up on your family and neighbors as often as possible. I reached out to a woman last night. She said no one's ever come to her door. She's lived here 30 years.
Wow.
And you have to check in on everybody because you never know. A lot of people are struggling, depressed. They don't have food on the table. Right around the corner from you guys every night, YMCA hands out warm meals at 6:15. A lot of people don't know about it. People are struggling. They need food. They need faith, they need hope, they need somebody to believe in, and they need everybody to come together.
One another, right? Just
absolutely, come together.
Whether it's an ear or a hand or a shoulder to lean on, so that's awesome. That's really awesome.
Absolutely, really dope.
And we're all, and it's funny you say that about your neighbors because we're all guilty of that, and I know I am.
Yeah.
And not even know I walk past my neighbors. I'm like, who is that? And, everyone's like, that's your neighbor. I'm like, oh, shit. How long should be living there? You're in your own world and you don't think about what somebody else, is going. Not even because you're thinking about yourself. Because right now everybody's in their own space because of the quarantine, and you don't even think of what somebody else could be possibly going through in the moment. Yeah.
It's true. Check on everybody often and frequently. Reach out and make sure they're okay. And that's all that it takes is a call, a text, a knock on the door. email, something, social media. We're all connected somehow through some platform.
Yeah.
Now, does Yonkers do they do Meals on Wheels?
We do have a program where they go and they deliver meals directly to seniors.
Right.
Feeding Westchester is also really huge. They're at St. Peter's Church, YMCA, YWCA, and 164 Ashburton several times a week on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And they go out and they have these little like pop-up areas where people could come with their own bags, no questions asked, and just get a handful of things that they need to feed themselves and their families for the day.
Yeah, because at Westchester Rough Riders, we work with President Memorial there on Warburton.
Nice.
And they do every fourth Saturday, they feed
Okay.
the community, and so we always volunteer over there with them. And then the church here feeds.
Yes, St. Peter's Church.
St. Peter's Church, yeah.
Yeah, we were there last Friday actually. They set it up in the parking lot. It's a big orange truck. You can't miss it.
Now, when do they do that? When do
They usually do that Thursdays, every other Thursday, and I know
Okay.
every other Friday they're at 164 Ashburton from 8 to noon, right on the corner. Literally, no questions asked. You go with a bag, and they'll help out all the families in the area.
It's literally like grab and go.
Grab and go, yep.
Yep.
Tuck and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you know I gotta ask you, because Law and Order SVU
Yeah.
is everything. I think that trumps all of Law and Order.
Yeah.
How did you get to that? How did you get on Law and Order?
Funny thing is, it happened by accident one day. I was just walking down the street looking really fresh in a nice suit.
Yeah.
Bumped into a guy, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" He's like, "This is Law and Order," and he sent me down to a studio right by Madison Square Garden. And like 2 days later, they had me debut in season 14. The episode is called "The Poisoned Motive." It's really interesting.
What did you do? Like, what? Oh, so you
I play various roles. I'm usually like a detective, a lawyer, a SWAT, military, mafia, well, depending on the mood that they have. And
how you go from a lawyer to the mafia SWAT
we
guy?
play a lot of different
I
roles.
mean, it's pretty much the
honestly.
same thing.
I mean, did you have? But your character had
production.
different names and different stuff like that, or
What was that?
were you playing like the same character, or did you
Different
have
characters each time. Each season it's something new, and it's been really fun. One of the last episodes I did on season 21 got to meet Rick Fox from the Lakers.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
That one's called Garland's Baptism by the Fire. And we're in like a riot
Wow.
You
scene.
hear that, Chopper?
We was just talking about Rick Fox earlier today.
Lakers.
You a Laker fan?
Nah, New York all day.
Oh, okay. Knicks is in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Knicks for the first time.
Yes,
in a
playoffs.
while. They're definitely gonna be
Oh, I had a
Lakers.
question. I think I almost forgot. I forgot. The characters you play, you always look different. Correct? So I wouldn't even tell if it's you.
No, definitely not.
Wow, you don't mind. Give me a pound.
So wait, they change your whole look. You're not.
No, just like wardrobe and stuff. Makeup, the beard gets a little trimmed. And
What was that like, sitting down and I guess
it's
being
interesting.
pampered?
It's fun. It's definitely fun, and I enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I do film myself, so I kind of do the producer now. So I understand people using multiple characters to play different things. And it just works with the budget for whoever's producing.
Did you have a specific coffee or a drink that you had to have on set?
I like when we make our own smoothies, actually. Those are the best. And they have the fresh fruits in the juice maker, and you can make your own juice from scratch. They have the orange juice and the apple juice out, but it's fun when you get to mix everything and make your own stuff.
And they make it right in front of you?
Yeah, or you can make it yourself, either or, yeah.
That's
All right, now who's your favorite? See, the baby wants to know.
She wants to know.
Who's your
yeah.
favorite? Olivia or Elliot? Who was it?
Olivia.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You better have said Olivia.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's her show.
It is her show.
Her and T.
Because there's times that when I first came to New York, I lived in Midtown,
Nice.
and just drive around looking for parking. I ran into Law and Order shows a lot.
They're everywhere.
Filming just anywhere and everywhere. And then one time I was like walking at 157th and Riverside, and I'm like, they're here in the building filming.
Yeah.
Like just so random. That's really cool.
Yeah, they do a lot in this area, actually. It wasn't too far from here where I got recruited, too.
Wow. So is that something you're gonna continue acting? Or
Maybe.
this is your focus on this?
Yonkers obviously is my main focus, but I do enjoy getting messages across on social media, and like my friend over here in the corner producing little skits and commercials just to keep everything in a nice flow and let people know the important messages out there. But it's fun, but we have a lot of business to take care of, and streets to clean and to take care of. So,
my man.
It's a 4-year commitment.
Now you have an event coming up
I
tomorrow.
do. Tomorrow we have a
Tomorrow.
Zoom fundraiser. You
Okay.
can get all the information at my website, which is peterspano.org. On social media, if you attach the number 2 after, connect with me on any social media platform. We're also doing an in-person event June 11th at Burke's Bar and Grill in Yonkers. And like I said, just meeting people, getting the word out there. A lot of people don't know this is only the second time in history we actually have elections in June.
Wow.
Prior to that,